Hello my dear students, we reached today the last part of our last lesson for this year. How does sound travel? Our objectives for today are that you will recall the direction in which sound moves and you will compare how fast the sound travels in different mediums. As usual, my dear, I prepared some questions here so that we can revise the main ideas of the lesson through them before we go to the lesson review questions of the book. The first question says, why do you think all the children in the classroom hear their teacher? Look at the picture, my dear. As the teacher talks, her voice or sound will travel through air to reach the children's ears. And we know already that when sound travels through air, it travels in all directions. So all the children will hear their teacher wherever they sit inside the classroom. So the answer here is all the children hear their teacher because the sound travels through air in all directions. Question number 2 now. Can you hear the sound of the drum if you are in another room? Explain. We learned through our lesson, my dear, that there are 3 mediums in which the sound can travel through. They are air, water, and solids. Let's look at the picture and think together how the sound will travel to reach our ears. It will start from the drum as it vibrates and produces sound. The sound will travel through the air to reach the wall. It will pass through the wall, right? Because we know that sound can pass through all solids and the wall is a solid. Then it will travel again to reach our ears so we can hear it. So my dear, the answer here is yes, I can hear the sound of the drum because sound can travel through the wall to reach my ears. We have question 3 now. Look at the 2 pictures, my dear. We will decide here where will the sound travel faster. We have in the first picture, as the bell vibrates, its sound will travel through air. While in the second picture, as the bell vibrates, the sound will travel through water. Where do you think the sound will travel faster? In air or in water? As we know, my dear, that the sound travels in water faster than it does in air. So the answer here is the sound will travel faster in picture 2 because sound travels in water faster than it does in air. This is the last question in our division, my dear. Why is this boy wearing headphones? We know, my dear, that when we deal with such musical instruments, the sound will be very loud, which can damage our ears. So the answer is the boy is wearing headphones to protect his ears from loud sounds. Now, my dear, I hope you recall the main ideas of our lesson. You are ready now to read the lesson review questions in your book, pages 542 and 543. Try to think of the answers, my dear, before you go to the PowerPoint where you can find the questions and the answers. Thank you very much, my sweet students, and goodbye.